All right, guys. So I'm going to jump in. I'll show you kind of the core structure that we're looking at in terms of this. So we're working on 3 and 3.2 in this next module. So I'm going to crush out 3. Give me take a little bit to crush out 3, but there's a lot to go into this. There's so many different things that we need to go over because this is going to be a lot of important lessons inside this. This is really going to be where you start buying. You already built the structure up. You already got that mindset. Now it's time to start buying. So A is going to be understanding buy box or the price to beat. So this is going to be who you have to beat, the price you need to have to beat these people, and why they're actually winning the buy box or winning all these sales. So I'm going to go into the next lesson and I'm going to jump into Amazon.com. Again, this is what we're doing. So PetSafe is the brand that we do sell. After all these videos, it's probably gonna be straight tanked. But so I like this because they're super, super high margin. We're buying products for 50 bucks. We're selling for 170 at this time. So I'm gonna go into a couple of these things and who owns the buy box, right? So I'm gonna do PetSafe. Let's go that 900. So PetSafe 900 is a product that we do move. So what I'm looking at is this. This is a product right here. So this is what we're looking at in terms of the price, the standard, all this kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look into who's actually owning the buy box right now. So right now we have in stock, ships from and sold by Amazon. So Amazon actually owns the buy box right now, which is good and bad at the same time. There's this thing we're teaching you guys is marketplace arbitrage. You're buying products so cheap that you can beat Amazon at their own game, which is another reason why we love going against Amazon because we buy these products for 50 bucks and you can see here they're selling for 169, and we're buying them for $50, right? So there's a high margin. So you can tell here, so if we're buying these for 50 bucks, between 45 and 50, we're making 182%, and our margin is 54% margin, our ROI, and we're making $90 per unit. And we move a lot of these bad boys. So on this, Amazon's actually buying this. I'm gonna jump into a lesson later down the line of how we actually are beating Amazon at their own game. That's in the advanced tactics. Right now, it's just to narrow down and understand what's a good product, who's winning this, and again, who is on the buy box right now. So the buy box is actually going to be a new product 90% of the time, and there are 10% of used products. That's how the split goes either way in terms of how fast things sell. New compared to how fast things sell used, right? Again, we do sell both. They are both good. The used is gonna have a lot more margin, right? So this is gonna be the difference of it. Is this is a lot of margin, but you can find even more than that doing on the used section. I'm gonna show you exactly how we buy these in a second. I'm gonna stay on this one topic, and I'm gonna show you guys how we actually buy these and really what we're doing on top of these, right? So again, who owns the buy box? Amazon right now owns the buy box. We can tell it by two things, right? So one thing, ships from and sold by. Sold by is who's actually selling it. Because anybody that ships FBM is going to be ships from Amazon, and it's going to be sold by whomever, right? So we're going to say, okay, this person is Amazon has the buy box. Right? We can tell that Amazon has a buy box if you go down to the keep graph. Again, we have the keep graph, getting the keep graph in the videos before. Here's a keep graph, what it looks like. This is the paid keep graph. We pay like $5-10. It's very, very cheap. You can see these little triangles here, right? So these triangles here are who is actually winning the buy box. So new third party FBM. So let's see who owns buy box. So if you click this button, on the buy box button, we can see who owns the buy box right now. So Amazon, you can see FBM has the buy box here. You can see FBM. FBM is fulfilled by merchant. We'll go over that in a second. And then this is actually the buy box of, looks like somebody was beating Amazon for a second. Good job, guys. So you see 169.95 by Amazon. That's Amazon is owning the buy box, right? See that section right below my mouse, owned by Amazon. Also, this yellow is Amazon. So it means Amazon's actually in the listings. See third-party FBA. So a third-party FBA is something that is a third party and they are fulfilled by Amazon, but not Amazon, and they're winning the buy box here. It means they're getting all the sales. You can also see down here is the used, right? So these are actually used. I think this is us on time. But you see this black line is the used product. I'm gonna bring up this as well. So if you see this is the used product, I mean somebody is selling them at the used. You can tell who's getting the sales on used by this right here. So on the bottom right here, I'm gonna go over the broad spectrum, like what we're seeing on both these, and I'm gonna dive deeper into each section in later in this lesson. So I'm gonna go over everything, kind of give you the broad view, and then go down to it. So if you can see right here, so whenever this drops down as a see it says two, see use offer count. Let me actually minimize this. Use offer count is 2. Now it drops down to 1. You can see it correlates perfectly with this prices goes up, right? So in the law of supply and demand, see you have more supply, right? So demand has actually the price decreases, right? When it sells out, see it sold out right here, the price goes back up to 115. Interesting, huh? That's the same thing. Also, right here, this is really where you want to be in terms of having a used offer. See this blank? It went completely blank. It means somebody sold out their product here. Very, very important to know. This blank is good, means there is no supply, which means there's a higher demand, right? Because they've sold out completely. This is what you're gonna see in a lot of used. This is why used becomes so valuable in terms of high margins. You can get a lot of sales, and they're very easy to get started with. This is gonna be the base one. And starting to buy used products is gonna be easy to get started with. And you don't have to search for hours to find products. It's very, very simple. That's the easiest way. You can see it dramatically right here. So you can see it right here. This is selling for 86 bucks. It sold out. Actually, 2 sold out in this one day. So maybe about 2 units, and then it jumped up to 109. See how it correlates here and here? I'm gonna do it again. Look at 86 bucks, and then jumps up to 109, and then it jumps down right now. Somebody came in, and then jumps back up, right? So now there's only one offer here, and then this person sells out as well. So there's no one selling used here, which is very, very interesting. And that's where we look in and say, okay, there's no one selling used. Somebody's already bought out used. This is going to be the play. And I say, okay, the best price I'm going to sell it at is this 109. 109 is the golden price in terms of this used product, right? So you can see it's always going to be this lowest price in used and in new. The lowest price, who owns the quote unquote buy box, aka who owns this, is going to be you get bumped up if you're fulfilled by Amazon FBA, and if you are depending on your selling ranking is going to be helping you get up on the rankings as well. You're going to be in the buy box more often if you have a better ranking. So those are 2 things that you're going to need to know that you need to be the lowest price by 1, and by 2 you need to have a good feedback. Feedback is the most important. One of the most important things as well. You always want good feedback. So again, that is who owns the buy box, and that's who getting the sales, right? So for the new again, whoever is getting the sales owns the buy box. For used, it's lowest price. As you can see here, the used is getting the lowest price. Look, like we don't know how many actually sold at this time, right? It's just people sold out. So 2 people sold out here, and then another 2 people sold out there, right there. And no one's selling this right now. Very, very interesting, right? So you say, okay, this is who sold it. This is the price we're going to sell it at. And then this is the buy box, and this is who we're competing against. That's kind of the main things we're looking at in terms of the product. If you don't have Keep a Graph, if you don't have the Keep a Graph, you can do 2 different things. You can click on this new and use, right? You can tell who's owning the buy box by who's ever up here, right? So if I click down, Amazon's owning the buy box. See how it's sectioned off. Amazon's owning the buy box. They have 20 or more in stock estimated. This is by Keepa. Keepa helps you out with that. But then if you filter down, let's go to use, right? So let's filter to use. And there's only one person selling use, right? This is why this market is so hot right now, is because only one person is selling used, and they have 2 left in stock. That means they have multi-quantity. They probably had even more than 2, right? And they've been just selling them out. This guy has a lot of ratings, right? So this guy's moving a lot of product. It's used like new, but it doesn't matter if it's like new, used, or acceptable. Realistically, at least in terms of sales, you just need to be the lowest price, and that's when you're going to start getting a lot of product or a lot of sales as well in this terms of used. We sell used stuff, we sell new stuff, we do everything between. That's who's actually getting these sales is the lowest price and who owns a buy box. All right. So I hope that was very, very helpful. And I'm going to start diving deeper into these things. I'm going to start sectioning out what exactly we're talking about in terms of new and used in the next sections on. Just keep following along.